All right, let's be real. If you're just sick and tired of all the noise in the fitness world, the crazy routines, the promises that go nowhere, then you are in exactly the right place. We are going to cut through all that nonsense with a brutally honest guide to actually getting in shape, and it's based on some seriously straightforward advice. And boom, we're starting right there. No messing around. This one idea, it's the bedrock for, well, everything else we're about to cover. It's not about doing endless cardio or jumping on the latest trend. It's about one thing: building real strength. So here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we'll hit the simple, honest truth. Then we'll get into what you actually need to do. After that, the all-important mindset, what to avoid so you don't get derailed. And finally, we'll talk about what in shape even means. Okay, part one. This is all about nailing down the one thing, the non-negotiable principle that's behind any real lasting results. So here it is, the number one thing. Look, stuff like running, playing sports, dancing, it's all great for you, don't get me wrong. But is it the fastest way to really transform your body? Nope. Building muscle is the key. Why? Well, it's pretty simple. Having more muscle is the single best way to lower your body fat, to make basically every health marker better, and to get that strong, athletic look most of us are after. All right, so we know what we need to do. Now let's dig into the how. These are the actual practical steps that are going to get you there. You've probably heard of the 80-20 rule, right? The idea that in anything, a huge chunk of your results, like 80% of them, come from a tiny little slice of your efforts, just 20%. Well, it applies perfectly to fitness. The secret isn't about doing more and more, it's about doing more of what really, truly matters. So what's in that magical 20%? It's these guys, the big, heavy-hitting compound movements that work tons of muscles all at once. For just a second, forget all the fancy isolation machines. If you focus most of your energy on just getting strong at squats, deadlifts, presses, and pulls, that's where you're going to find 80% of your results. It's really that simple. And get this, how much time do you think this takes? Just 3 hours. A week. That's it, we're talking 3 dedicated 1-hour sessions. The message here is loud and clear. Even the busiest person on the planet can find 3 hours. This isn't a time problem, it's a priority problem. You want to know why most people get stuck and just stop making progress? It's this right here: intensity. They don't train hard enough. That last rep in your set should be a genuine, honest-to-goodness struggle, like an 8 or 9 on a 10-point scale. So many people stop when it just starts to get uncomfortable, but that point of struggle, that's exactly where your body gets the signal to change and get stronger. Now, it's a sweet spot, though. You don't want to go to total failure all the time, because that's just a recipe for burnout. Now, you can have the most perfect plan in the world, but if your head isn't in the right place, you're just not going to stick with it. So let's talk about mindset, because honestly, your mental game is just as crucial as what you do in the gym. Man, marketing loves to sell you that 90-day transformation. And you know what? It's psychologically damaging. It sets you up for this short-term sprint that almost always ends in disappointment. The reality? A real, solid, noticeable transformation, that takes a year or 2 of consistent work. And the true goal isn't a finish line anyway. It's about building a habit that lasts a lifetime. This one is huge. If you are constantly comparing yourself to some influencer on social media or the biggest person in your gym, you will always feel like you're not enough. There's always going to be someone buffer. The only comparison that actually matters is you today versus you yesterday. Did you lift 1 pound more? Did you do 1 more rep? That is progress. And that's the real path to getting results and actually being happy with the process. I love this piece of wisdom. It's so simple but so profound. It's a call to action. Don't wait until your back hurts or a doctor gives you bad news to start taking care of yourself. The time to build your armor is before you head into battle. So let's stop saying, I'll start Monday, or after my trip, or in the new year. Every single day you put it off is a day you get a little bit further from where you want to be. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. The absolute best time to start was yesterday. The second best time? Right now. Okay, so we know what to do, we know how to think. Now let's talk about what not to do. These are the common traps that cause so many well-meaning people to just give up. Almost everyone goes through this gym bro phase, where you just think more is better. More exercises, more sets, more reps, more everything. But it always leads to the same place: burnout, frustration, and you stop being consistent. The much smarter way to go is the minimalist approach. Strip away all the junk so the things that really work can shine. And this is just a brilliant way to think about it. Imagine you're a chef. Does a great meal come from just throwing every single ingredient you have into a pot? Of course not. It comes from picking a few amazing, high-quality ingredients and letting them do their thing. Your workout is the exact same. It's about quality, not just cramming more stuff in. Sooner or later, if you train hard, you're gonna feel a tweak or a pain. It just happens. And the normal reaction is to get frustrated. But we have to reframe this. An injury is not a roadblock. It's a guide. It's your body sending you a signal saying, hey, this area right here, your shoulder mobility, maybe your hip flexibility, it needs some work. Listening to those signals is what helps you build a truly functional, athletic, and pain-free body in the long run. All right, let's bring it all home and redefine what our actual goal is here. Because being in shape, man, it is so much more than just having a six-pack. This is the holistic view. This is the whole shebang. A truly fit person has built muscle that's actually useful. They have a healthy heart and lungs. They can move their body freely through a full range of motion. And, this is a big one, they can do it all without being in chronic pain. That is a much more powerful and sustainable goal than just chasing how you look. And here it is, the master key, the one rule that trumps everything else. None of the other tips, not the exercises, not the mindset, not the intensity, none of it means a thing if you aren't consistent. A pretty good plan that you follow week in and week out will always beat a perfect plan that you only do every now and then. Consistency is the foundation everything is built on. So that's the ultimate takeaway here. It all comes down to building consistent habits. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to chew on. Forget the huge life overhaul for a second. What is one small, simple thing you can commit to doing consistently starting right now?